cyclists themselves come to watch these bike races, but all the town itself turns out. It's an annual occasion, it's a fete, it's a gala for them. You can see the compact bunch here just coming through past Castle Rushen, a beautiful castle, very, very well preserved, and one of the highlights of the town. When you visit it as a tourist, you have to go and see the beautiful castle in the centre of the town. The riders swinging round and round this course, they may do 20 or 30 laps of it at breakneck speed. The thrills and spills of cycling, always exciting to watch, and we do get the spills from time to time too. This particular race is the main event of the day in Castletown, featuring the aforementioned international riders. Look, there you see the blue, red, white and red jerseys of the French team, who are regular visitors to the island. And note also there one of the local policemen enjoying the sight and spectacle of the race. But now the first real attack of this main event, and it's a rider from Merseyside who, strangely enough, for where he comes from, rides for the Manchester Wheelers. Glenn Sword, an outstanding junior, now up into the senior ranks and beginning to lead this field. Quite a merry chase. Round he goes, and look now, one of the Frenchmen has come out of the bunch after him as they descend down past Castle Rushen and alongside the quay, where many years ago one rider found himself over those bollards and into the harbour. Fortunately for him on that occasion, the tide was in and he splashed down and was fished out. But Glenn Sword is right on course at the moment. Everybody out of the saddle after him. And still the Frenchman with him, taking his turn in the lead as they swing down past one of the local hostelries, the Glupot. The bunch chasing after, eager not to be left out of things. Round and round they go, a never-ending chase it seems, although the lap board will consistently come down one at a time until they get to the lovely sound of the bell, which will come very soon. Glenn Sword still with the bit between his teeth then, being chased very hard by the Frenchman Bruno Lebras, a cyclo-cross expert in the winter months on the continent, but enjoying the sunshine of the Isle of Man. Still Lebras with Glenn Sword. Can Sword provide the home countries with a win here in these tiny, crowded little streets of Castletown? Or is it going to go to one of the visitors? One of the Russians there leading the string through as they take up the chase. Still Sword fights to try and get rid of the Frenchman, but the Frenchman is, for the moment anyway, sitting tight. This is cycling at its very hardest, the constant braking and accelerating as you slow down for the bends and accelerate out of them. It's very, very hard on the lungs, it's hard on the legs. You have to be a very skillful rider just to stay aboard at times with speeds between the 25 and 30 mile an hour mark, constantly. Still the same two riders then as we're getting towards the climax of this race in Castletown. Still Lebras and Glenn Sword, a Frenchman and an Englishman. And one of the Frenchmen, two of the Frenchmen, in fact, on the front of the bunch at the moment, quite happy in the knowledge that one of their men is up in the lead. And still, the policemen watch from the station, no doubt enjoying it immensely, I'm sure. The laps unwind. The Frenchmen and the Englishmen maintain their lead, alternately sprinting for special prizes on the finishing line each time around, many of them donated by the crowd in their enthusiasm for this exciting spectacle.
It's the 10-mile time trial in the morning. Here come the leaders. 5 to go. An extra 5 the next stage. And Jim White cycles 5 laps.
And the bunch isn't too far behind. Are they going to catch the two leaders as more money comes on offer from the spectators on the finishing line next time? Will that perhaps provoke a response? And there goes the bell, and this time Glenn Sword has decided he's not going to wait for the Frenchman. He's gone, he's attacked. The bell goes for the rest of the riders. The climax of the race is here, and Glenn Sword has left the Frenchman behind. And away he comes to a deserving lone win. Glenn Sword from the Manchester Wheelers, a young Merseysider, takes the day and the main race in Castletown. And Glenn Sword on the victory rostrum, with the eventual second, another Frenchman, Alain Daniel, who came up from behind very late on. And in third place, one of the Soviets, Robert Vinuskis.